I have a mustache too. My mustache came back. She did not get my text. Hello lovelies, welcome back. My name is Tehja and today we have a very interesting video. I would have been excited like a week ago, maybe like a week and a half ago, but you know, with all the controversies that is going on, I will classify this video as interesting. If you haven't guessed, I mean, you looked at the title, so you know what we're going to talk about. We are going to be reviewing the Jaclyn Cosmetics Lipsticks. I love doing reviews, and I am super serious about my reviews because I'm a researcher myself. Like, I love to research about products before I buy them. For my reviews, they are completely unbiased. They're completely, like, I'm not trying to be on PR lists because, you know, I'm blessed to be able to afford the makeup that I want. So I'm also not trying to bring people down and bash people, just reviews. So my reviews are completely unbiased. I just don't have time to be biased. Before we jump into this review, please subscribe to my channel and turn on the post notifications and all of that good stuff. So without further ado, we are going to jump into this video. I bought the lipsticks to review them before all the controversies happened. I'm curious to see what lipsticks or how my lipsticks are going to turn out. Just see if I have the same experiences as other people. I have 4 lipsticks. I did not buy the whole freaking big ass like kit of all the lipsticks. I wanted to see how the lipsticks were before I invested like almost $300 on these lipsticks. I didn't want like a drawer full of lipsticks that I didn't like. And so yeah, I got 4 and I just kind of got the whatever was left because all the nudes were pretty much like, or like the really light nudes were sold out. So I pretty much got whatever appealed to me because I couldn't decide on which color I wanted to get or which colors I wanted to get. I just want to run down some specs of the Jaclyn Hill lipsticks. So I got my notes. So if you did not know, the Jaclyn Hill lipsticks are $18 each, and this is what the packaging looks like. I'll probably do like, you know, close-up of it. The box is pretty big if you open it up. This is also what the packaging looks like. It looks pretty cute and it's pretty big. Not like big, but it's pretty tall compared to other lipsticks. So this is a MAC lipstick and then this is Jaclyn's lipstick. So you can kind of see the size difference. And I think it has 0.13 ounces and a regular MAC lipstick has, how many ounces? It doesn't say it. I should have wrote these down first. Yeah, and so a regular MAC lipstick is actually 0.1 ounces. So it's a little bit more, and MAC lipsticks are $19 now, which is freaking crazy. I can't believe freaking $19. So that's pretty good. So you kind of get your bang for your buck for the money, and she definitely gives you a little bit more product than most brands. And so this is how much, I just want to show you how much it looks like. I just want to show you this real quick. So I don't know if you can see that, but it's kind of breaking at the base. I did not swatch it. I did not touch it. I mean, like, it's already melted. All right, so I will let you know what shades I have. I have Control Freak, which is like a mauvey purple. So yeah, you know, it's totally like a color of mine that I would appreciate. I have Independent, which is more of like a brown color, like Marsala brown color. And also this lipstick looks pretty good. It doesn't have any melting or breaking at the base. No white fuzzies, no, you know, black holes. And then I have Ambition. Ambition is like another one of the darker colors. Yeah, I got mostly the darker colors because I knew those would like fit my skin tone the best. And this one looks completely fine except for the very top. It has one of those black holes, which is just an air bubble. And then last but not least, I have Fussy, which I think is the lightest color I have. And this one looks pretty good as well. So this is Fussy. It's more of like a nude I would go for. It kind of reminds me of Velvet Teddy a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it totally reminds me of Velvet Teddy. And I love that color. And there's just a little tiny, you can't even really pick it up. It's like an incy-weensy little cotton hair. But it's like the tiniest cotton fiber. Anyway, so those are the colors that I have. I just got 4. I was going to get 6, but like I went Memorial Day shopping and I spent way too much, and the Jaclyn Hill thing was last minute. So it is raining like a lot right now. So I'm sorry if you hear a little rain. So now I'm going to swatch the lipsticks. I am first going to take Fussy, which is a really pretty color. Oh, I am going to overline my lips with my MAC Strip Down Lip Liner because that's how I would wear the colors. Alright, so overline done. So I'm going to take Fussy. I'm not going to roll up that much. Just literally like that much. Alright, so Fussy. Put it on my lips. Oh, okay. Oh no. It doesn't seem that pigmented. Like at all. Like it's just like, it feels like a glaze. Hold on a second. I mean, I redo that because I have moisturizer on my lips, so that might be the problem. Okay, let me redo that because it just didn't seem that pigmented at all. Yeah, it's not super duper pigmented. It's like not full coverage at all. I'm looking over there because that's my big viewfinder. Like there's color, but it's not like a lot. Like, cause I have like pigment here, like on the top of my top lip, and you can still see it. And with most full coverage lipsticks, it really blocks it out. Like I get it's supposed to be like moisturizing and have lots of good stuff in it, but like I need pigment in my lipsticks. So we'll see what the other ones, but this one is Fussy, and it also has a little pellet. I don't know, like a little dot or a little clump of lipstick at the bottom. And that's not for my lips or the tissue. So the same things are happening. I just want to wipe off like half of the lipstick to compare the pigmentation to MAC. Because I just want to make sure that like I am, you know, saying the right thing. So I wiped off half of the lipstick, and so now I have Velvet Teddy from MAC, and I'm just gonna put it on just to see if, yeah, see, the pigmentation's way more for a MAC lipstick. Look at that. So you see less of that darkness from my upper lip on the MAC side than the Jaclyn Hill side. Like, it's weird, but you can see that like the MAC one is way more pigmented. So anyway, I'm gonna take a makeup wipe now and just wipe these off and then move on to the next color. So hopefully the other colors are more pigmented, but like Fussy is not pigmented. That's kind of the thing, because Jaclyn was talking about how she wanted like the lipsticks to be super moisturizing, which actually, speaking of moisture, but like when you do that, especially with all the natural ingredients that she used, because she used like castor oil, coconut oil, I mean not coconut, avocado oil, mango butter, shea butter, you know, like just a whole bunch of different butters and stuff like that. When you focus on it being moisturizing, the pigment that you put into it is a little bit harder for it to like come out super strong, because that's just how oils go. So you have to really pack in the pigment to make sure that it's super pigmented and super buttery, because the NARS audacious lipsticks are both. They're super buttery, super moisturizing, but also hella pigmented, you know. So I can kind of see what Jaclyn was going for, but like Fussy is nowhere near as pigmented as a regular MAC lipstick. So anyway, I'm going to move on to the next color. I'm going to do Independent. Again, Independent looks like this. Also, there was no breaking or melting for Fussy when I was putting it on. Alright, so now I'm using Independent. Yeah, same thing. Yeah, there's not a lot of pigment behind my lipsticks. They're super comfortable to put on, and it is super moisturizing, but it's not a lot of pigment I watched Nima's Tang's review and they looked really freaking pigmented. And so I don't know what's up with mine. Like this has a little bit better pigment than Fussy, but not that much. And it's that same, like just, it's more, it's like a super, for me it feels like a really, really, really pigmented lip balm. But it's really pretty. I mean, it feels nice. It's super moisturizing. It is really, really comfortable. Would I wear this? No, because of the pigmentation. That's the thing. The pigmentation is lacking for me. I'm like super confused right now. Also, no breaking on Independent. They look pigmented when you swatch it a couple of times, like when you go back and forth. But like first swipe. Hold on, let me just do this. First swipe. Look at that. You can see my skin. You can see through the swatch into my skin. And like, I'm really disappointed because that's not what I expected. You know, I wouldn't pay $18 for that type of lipstick. So I'm gonna move on to Control Freak to see how this is. Now this is the one with a lot of breaking on it. So hopefully it doesn't break even more on me. So here we go. Okay. Alright, so, okay. I feel like it's still not as pigmented as I want it to be. Okay, yeah, you have to you have to really layer it on. It's a very, very interesting color. I like it. It wouldn't be an everyday color for me, but it is really, really pretty. Last but not least, Ambition is what it looks like. Oh, also, I don't think Control Freak braked on me. Nah, I think it's okay. I think it's okay. Okay. Ambition does pull on your lips a lot more. Okay, this is super pigmented. Alright, so this is Ambition. So this is super pretty. This is a really nice brown. I would wear this more. This is very, really pretty. The darker colors, Ambition and Control Freak are pigmented. Ambition dragged on my lips a little bit. Control Freak didn't drag as much. I don't think any of them broke on me or slid on me. No. They're good. Alright, I am not naked. I have on a tube top. But anyway, so it's like a couple of days after I filmed that video. So I just wanted to wait and formulate my thoughts. I did not try on the lipsticks over a couple of days because I just really did not feel comfortable and I feel like my opinions would have changed. I am wearing Independent with a lip liner right now. And this is probably going to be like the last time I wear these lipsticks. You know, even though Jaclyn said that they were safe, like people are finding shards and people have to take antibiotics, but just in case, I just didn't want to risk it because I love my lips. Lips are precious to me and I want to keep them the way that they are. But anyway, these are like my thoughts of the lipsticks. I will say, so if you want to just skedaddle out this video right now, that I would not recommend the lipsticks to anybody else. I feel like you can find cheaper lipsticks with the same quality somewhere else. If you want an overall opinion, just don't get the lipsticks. You'll find a better quality somewhere else because I am so over it. My biggest, well, actually, I'll start with the positives. Let's start with the positives. The positives is that they're really moisturizing and I do have really dry lips. So they are moisturizing. However, they just feel like a really pigmented lip balm instead of lipsticks, especially for the lighter colors. The darker colors are actually really, really great. Well, not really, really great. It's just Ambition is really, really great. I actually like it a lot, but it has like a little bit of melting around the rim. But that's the only one that's an actual like lipstick. The rest of them remind me of really pigmented lip balms that you just have to layer over and over and over again in order to get some pigment. And it's really interesting that I'm having that problem because with the reviews that I have watched, no one really commented about the pigmentation. Like no one had a problem with it. Except for Time the Infamous, she actually had a problem with the pigmentation, and it's so weird because she did the same thing that I did, as in wait for everybody to buy up most of the colors and then just pick whatever's left. So we might have gotten like a later batch, and you know, that just wasn't as pigmented as, you know, the earlier batches. But what's also interesting is that I don't think she had like the discrepancies of like the hair and the holes and the melting as much as other people. Like I didn't really have that much of a problem either. Like I had one hair on Fussy that was really, really tiny. I think one hole on Control Freak, and then a lot of melting on Control Freak, I believe. A lot of melting on Control Freaks. So I was swatching my lipsticks off camera because I have to take breaks because I live by a school and the air conditioner is really, really loud. And so I have to pause when the air conditioner comes on. So anyway, I swatched Fussy because that's the one that had the bump on it. And so I was swatching it to see if it was like a bump that was soft or a bump that was like hard. And so I was swatching it and it was like a grain. And I have a feeling like there's more graininess in that lipstick, so I'm not wearing that lipstick. So those are the discrepancies that I had, which with all that people are experiencing with the lipsticks, it's crazy because I have never run into so many problems with lipsticks. In all my years, I've been wearing like lipstick ever since I was 10. And I'm about to be 20 in September. So a decade of wearing lipstick, and I have never had this problem of melting, of hair, of just holes, you know, sweat spots, just ever. And I just feel like with all the hype that she had, she had us waiting for 2 years because Jaclyn Cosmetics was supposed to be ready in 2017. And so with all the hype around it, and then to be this disappointed just really hurts because I really wanted the lipsticks to be really good. I really wanted the lipsticks to be really good. I wanted to love them. I wanted them to be my everyday lipsticks, but they just don't feel that way for me because of the pigmentation. The quality is pretty average. It's not horrible. It's pretty average, but because of the pigmentation and because of the problems of the melting in the hair, and I don't know what else is in my lipstick because I haven't worn it like a lot. So, like, I just don't want to try it. I don't want to wear it. I just don't feel comfortable wearing it. I just don't want to participate, you know, in wearing these lipsticks. Like, I just don't. You know, the few positives that are there is that the lipsticks are moisturizing, and that I don't even know what other positives there are other than moisturizing lipsticks. The packaging doesn't have a high-end effect to me. The weight doesn't have a high-end effect to me. Or the formula, you know, especially when it's supposed to be like a so rich lipstick. It's supposed to be rich in color and in texture. It's just, it doesn't have that feeling. It just has a feeling like a regular lipstick. And also when I like review lipsticks and when I review like just any product, I want to review them to the point that they can be either on the same level as my favorites or top my favorites. And I feel like these are kind of like the last lipsticks I would pick to wear on my lips. You know what I mean? Because I love KKW Beauty. I love NARS Audacious lipsticks, and I will always choose those over the Jaclyn Hill lipsticks, which I feel really bad to say because I know when you work hard on a brand and your launch day to be this bad sucks. But at the same time, I feel like, how could something go this bad? You know what I mean? Like, how could something, especially when you've been working for 5 years, regardless if you were working on it every day or not, how does it turn so shitty? Like, just how? You know, I just don't trust the integrity of the lipsticks. I don't feel safe putting them on. Those of you who haven't bought it, I would recommend not to buy it. I would recommend just leave that one alone. There's lots of other new lipsticks. You know, when Jaclyn changes her manufacturers, if you want to try it for your curiosity, because I'm not telling you what to do with your life, then you can. It's just whatever I thought about it, but it's just the way that she's handled the whole situation and how horribly it turned out to be. I just decided just to no longer support Jaclyn. Sorry. You know, I've been hanging in for years, you know, pretty much, you know, ever since she had like under 1 million subscribers on YouTube. I just have been a huge supporter of hers. I have 3 of her collaborations, but this is really the last straw for me, and it's just the way that she handles the situation it just leaves a bad taste in my mouth for me. So that's why I was hoping that the lipsticks were at least good. So I'd be like, the lipsticks are good. You know, I'm disappointed in her and how she reacted to the situation, and even how it could even get to something this bad. But you know, the lipsticks are great. So if you don't care, then anyway, lovelies, this is my first review in a very long time. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't come for me. I'm not a hater. I just don't have time to hate like that. I just don't have time, you know, to do, you know, immoral stuff for views, or, you know, for clout, or for whatever the fuck. I just don't care. I love making YouTube videos, and I love makeup and clothes and making shit. That's it. There's nothing more to it. So anyway, this probably turned out to be a really long video because of my rant. But anyway, I will see y'all in the next video. I have a lot of videos to do. I have a lot of reviews to do. As I always say in every video, please love yourself, and I will see you next video. Mwah!